Berlin, Germany. History records countless soldiers, but only one man was honored by both sides. In Germany, Adolf Hitler awarded him the Iron Cross for his extraordinary services. In London, King George IV awarded him the Order of the British Empire for his service to the Allies. A man who never fired a shot, but left a mark on the war. He wasn't a general or a soldier. He was a civilian who was against fascism and armed only with his imagination. To the Germans, he was Agent Garbo, the most trusted man in Britain. To the British, he was Agent Garbo, the greatest actor in the world. Before the world knew the names, before the web of lies was ever spun, there was only Juan Pujol García, a humble chicken farmer from Barcelona, Spain, born in 1912. In 1936, Juan Pujol was 24 years old. He watched dictators tear Europe apart. He wanted to fight back, not with bullets, but with lies. When the first shots of the Civil War echoed across Spain, Juan didn't see a flag to follow. He saw chaos. His first act wasn't to grab a rifle. It was to find fake papers, disappear, and avoid the call of war. In the end, the chaos pulled him into the Republican Army. What he saw there changed him. He learned that totalitarianism destroys everything and drags the world into darkness. But in a country tearing itself apart, there was nowhere left to hide. The walls closed in. It was no longer an idea. It was a sickness, a force destroying Spain and dragging the whole world toward the edge. Soon, another European dictator was on the rise, Adolf Hitler. September 1st, 1939. Nazi Germany invaded Poland. 2 days later, Britain declared war. The world was at war again. Now married with 3 children and running a small hotel in Spain, Pujol watched in silence and despair. He knew what was coming. He'd already seen it. To him, this was the beginning of the end of the fall of civilization. May 1940, France. The German blitzkrieg cut through in 6 weeks. The British get pushed back to the coast, Dunkirk. They're trapped with their backs to the sea. He saw Britain standing alone, the only nation still fighting Hitler. The intelligence network, the Abwehr, thought he was their most valuable asset. They had no idea it was all a one-man show. The most incredible part? He created an entire world of spies, all from his own imagination, and a few English guidebooks. He wasn't in England. He was in Lisbon, making it all up. His web of lies was so convincing, the Germans believed every word. He eventually developed different sub-agents, who each had their own unique personality traits, background information, and geographic locations. Pujol's reports were readily accepted by his German handlers. What impressed the German intelligence officers most was his extraordinary skill. He consistently generated intricate details about British society and military logistics, information that, despite being fabricated, felt completely authentic. Agent Garbo presented Calais. The trust placed in Garbo's intelligence was so strong that the Germans kept their primary forces concentrated in the Pas de Calais area. This critical miscalculation persisted even as the actual Allied invasion unfolded on the beaches of Normandy. Garbo's fake reports had worked so perfectly that the German High Command kept their most vital troops firmly stationed at Pas de Calais, completely convinced that this was where the real invasion would land. They believed an attack would happen there, although it was a complete fabrication. Even Adolf Hitler was completely fooled. He was so convinced another invasion was still coming at Pas de Calais that he held back his soldiers, refusing to release them to fight the real battle in Normandy. I am of the opinion that these operations are a diversionary maneuver designed to draw off enemy reserves in order to then make a decisive attack in another place. It may be very probable to take place in the Pas de Calais area. Securing their place in Normandy was the breakthrough the Allies needed. From there, they could finally begin the long, difficult task of liberating all of France from Nazi control. And in a final, truly unbelievable twist, Pujol's work was so convincing that he was praised by both sides fighting the war. If anything, the whole D-Day affair only made the Germans trust Garbo more. It's hard to wrap your head around, but on July 29th, 1944, he was informed that Hitler himself had awarded him the Iron Cross. The reason they gave? For his extraordinary somehow making them trust him even more. Operation Fortitude was a massive success, and that success directly set up the D-Day victory. Because of it, thousands of soldiers were protected from harm, and it helped bring the entire terrible World War II to a quicker end. Pujols' life shows us a powerful truth. When you mix pure creativity with a fierce determination and an unbreakable will to keep going, you can achieve things that are truly beyond the ordinary. What is the final verdict on Juan Pujol García, on Agent Garbo? Is his legacy that of a genuine hero, risking everything to defeat evil? Or does he stand as history's greatest master of deception? He used his incredible gift for lying to secure the most honest outcome: victory and the preservation of human life. We've told the story of Garbo. What deception, what key battle, or what unforgettable legend should Warborn explore next?